Bon dia, buenos dies, good morning everyone. Continuaré en anglès i com veureu hi haurà parts d'aquesta presentació institucional que la farem en traducció. I'm going to follow in English, that is going to be the language for this program, and let me start by saying good morning, welcome to this program. I would like also to give the welcome to our guests here in this first institutional welcome. We have Sara Belbeida, that is the Commissioner for Citizen Relations and Cultural and Religious Diversity. We have Blacher, that is the person in charge of the Cultural Department of the Jewish Community of Barcelona, Comunitat Israelita de Barcelona. Silvia, Leida, President of the ATID Jewish Community, and Assumpció, Hosta, that is the AEPJ General Secretary. Authorities, colleagues, friends, this is a beautiful moment. I would like to start by saying thanks to all of you for coming here, for being with us, and especially for your commitment with this initiative and project. Thanks for your commitment, sharing some very important values that gather us in order to implement a project at a European level like the European Days of Jewish Culture. Thanks also because it's thanks to you that this project is a reality. Our aim is not just to gather here with representatives of very different institutions from many different countries and work together. We don't want to be just a network. Our aim is to become a community that reflects together, a community that works together, that thinks together, and a community that is committed in making a positive impact in our societies, to become more open, more inclusive, and more plural. And for this, we don't have enough words to thank you. And we are here for you. And I have the pleasure to introduce the team of the AEPJ. And as you know, all the gurus of management, they always say, oh, you need to be surrounded by people that are very talented or better than you. And I'm very happy to say that that's my case. And let me introduce you to Marc-Francesc Camps, that is the project manager of the European Roots of Jewish Heritage. Mark, thanks for being here with us. I would also like to introduce you to Sonia Vilicic, that is the project manager of the Cities Embracing Jewish Heritage Project, that it's a new initiative that we just launched and that you will hear deeply during these sessions. And as you will see, Sonia, it will be very present also in very different sessions. So looking forward, Sonia, and thanks for being here with us today. And last but not least, let me thank the mastermind behind this initiative, that is Federico Sarfer, project manager of the European Days of Jewish Culture. And a special thanks because there's a lot of work behind this program. I think that we have a very interesting 2 days ahead of us. And Fede, just to acknowledge that even with very difficult times that he was dealing with, he was able to organize this and to make this happen. Also, I would like to, we will have time later on to introduce you to the members of the Committee of the European Days of Jewish Culture, but also acknowledge all the work that they have been doing. Actually, the program for them started yesterday with different meetings. Also, I would like to say thanks to the representative of the Council of Europe. We have Itana Prelevich with us. And she is representing the program of the European Heritage Days. That it's a program that we are exploring collaborations lately. And as you know, we've been working with the Council of Europe since 2004 with our program of the European Roots of Jewish Heritage. So we believe and we are very proud of being an active member of this network representing the highest European values. Also, big thanks to the municipality of Barcelona for all their support. Thanks to Yolanda, to the institutional relations department. And last but not least, I would like to say thanks to Sara Belbeida, the Commissioner for Citizen Relations and Cultural and Religious Diversity, for being here today. And I would like to give her the floor. Sara, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros y acompañarnos. Te voy a pedir que tomes la palabra, agradeciéndote. Si quieres desde aquí.
Bon dia a tots i a totes. Abans de tot, excusar-me perquè no parlaré en anglès i em sembla que hi ha gent que ve d'altres parts de l'Estat, llavors parlaré en castellà perquè m'entengueu i també em sembla que em faran la traducció ara.
Exacte. Sí. Well, Sara is saying that she's excused for not being able to deliver her speech in English. She is going to do it in Spanish, knowing that there's many representatives of different parts of Spain here, and I will help with the translation into English.
Es un placer estar hoy aquí en representación del Ayuntamiento de Barcelona, pero también del alcalde de la ciudad, de Jaume Collboni, que os manda un saludo. Hoy no solo os doy la bienvenida como parte del Ayuntamiento, sino también desde una ciudad que ama su diversidad, una ciudad que abraza su historia plural y que entiende que la memoria no es cosa del pasado, sino cosa del presente y del futuro.
Okay. It's perfect, Sara. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. I'm not just welcoming you in the name of the city of Barcelona, but also of his mayor, Jaume Collboni. From a city that loves its diversity, that embraces his plural history and understands memory not just a matter of the past, but as a promise of the future.
Acoger este encuentro anual de las Jornadas Europeas de Cultura Judía es una responsabilidad que asumimos con emoción, porque estas jornadas que cada año dan vida al patrimonio judío en tantas ciudades de Europa también da sentido a algo más grande, ¿no? A una jornada que repara sobre todo el encuentro con una historia que a menudo ha sido olvidada y que merece ser contada con toda su riqueza, con toda su complejidad y sobre todo con toda su belleza también.
To host this annual meeting of the European Days of Jewish Culture, it's a responsibility that we assume with pleasure, because these days that every year brings life to Jewish heritage in so many European cities also make sense to something that it's bigger. Days that repair the encounter with an history that often has been forgotten and that deserves to be shared with all his richness, complexity and beauty.
El lema de este año es el pueblo del libro. Nos recuerda la fuerza de la palabra y el poder de los relatos que atraviesan también generaciones, pero también nos habla sobre todo del valor de conservar, de cuidar lo que somos, de sostener lo que nos hace humanos. En estos tiempos convulsos, mirar hacia la riqueza cultural judía es también una forma de resistir, ¿no?, al olvido, al odio, pero sobre todo a la indiferencia.
The motto of this year, People of the Book, remind us of the power of words and the power of the narratives that cross generations, but also talks about the value of preserving, of looking after what we are, about sustaining what makes us humans. In these troubled times, looking at the richness of Jewish culture, it's also a way to resist for forgiveness, hate and indifference.
Y aquí, en Barcelona, ciudad mediterránea, puente de culturas, tierra de acogida, sabemos que preservar el patrimonio no es solo una tarea técnica, sino un acto de amor. Y por eso estamos aquí, para seguir tendiendo puentes, para escucharnos mutuamente y para construir relatos que nos incluyen a todos y a todas. Y esto, al fin y al cabo, es responsabilidad tanto de la comunidad, tanto del movimiento asociativo como de las administraciones, sobre todo.
And here in Barcelona, a Mediterranean city, bridge between cultures, a land, welcoming land, we know that preserving heritage, it's not just a technical work, it's also an act of love. And that's why we are here to keep building bridges, to listen to each other, and to build narratives that are inclusive to all of us. And this is a responsibility, not just from the organizations, but also from public bodies. It's a shared responsibility.
Gracias a los organizadores de este encuentro, gracias a las comunidades judías de Barcelona y a cada una de las personas también que hacéis posible que este tejido de ciudades comprometidos con la cultura, con la vida y con la legitimidad y con la dignidad, se haya podido llevar a cabo en Barcelona.
Thanks to the organizers, thanks to the Jewish communities of Barcelona and each one of the people that make this fabric committed with culture possible with life and dignity.
Os agradezco en representación del Ayuntamiento de Barcelona que hayáis elegido a Barcelona para este encuentro. Aquí encontraréis una ciudad que no solo abre las puertas, sino que quiere aprender, escuchar, pero sobre todo cuidar. Espero que estos días también nos sirvan para compartir experiencias, pero también para reconocernos desde lo humano, lo cultural y lo afectivo también. Así que bienvenidos y bienvenidas a Barcelona.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing Barcelona for this gathering. Here you will find a city that not just opened its doors, but wanted to learn, to listen and to look after. I hope that these days will bring new experiences, but also acknowledging from the human, from the cultural side and from the affective side that we are all together here. Welcome to the city of Barcelona. Sara, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sara, and thanks again to the city of Barcelona for hosting us in these 2 days. I would like to give the floor to Brian Blacher, the person in charge of the cultural department of the Comunidad Israelita de Barcelona. Brian, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Víctor. Benvinguts, benvingudes. És un honor per mi donar-vos la benvinguda en nom de la comunitat jueva de Barcelona i del nostre president, Raimon Forado, que no pot ser aquí avui per motius professionals. Ens sentim profundament agraïts i orgullosos de poder acollir-vos en aquesta trobada de coordinadors i organitzadors de l'European Days of Jewish Culture, enguant té lloc a la nostra estimada ciutat de Barcelona. Dear friends and colleagues, it is a true pleasure to welcome you to Barcelona, capital of Catalonia, a nation within Spain with its own language, its own culture, and its own history. Catalonia has always been a crossroads of civilizations, and its identity is deeply shaped by a spirit of openness, creativity, and resilience. Barcelona is a city that tells many stories, and among them, the story of the Jewish people holds a special place. The Jewish community of Barcelona, known today as CIB.CAT, is proud to be the oldest established Jewish community in the city and indeed the first Jewish community officially founded in the Spanish state since the expulsion of the Jews in 1492. Our community was formally reconstituted in 1918 during a time of renewal and hope. Despite the many challenges we have faced, our community has remained committed to the Jewish life, traditions, and values. In 1953, during General Franco's dictatorship, a regime marked by its deep anti-Semitism, our community built the first synagogue to be inaugurated on Spanish territory since the edict of expulsion signed by the Catholic monarch. That act was not only a moment of spiritual and historical significance, it was a quiet act of resistance, a statement of continuity and faith. From those roots, the Jewish community of Barcelona has continued to grow, not only in numbers, but in cultural and educational richness. One of the greatest achievements has been the founding of ATID School, the only Jewish educational center in the world that teaches Jewish culture in Catalan language. This school is a powerful symbol of the integration of Jewish and Catalan identities, a testament to our commitment to both heritage and the society in which we live. At a time when anti-Semitism continues to resurface across Europe and when the fragility of cultural memory becomes even more evident, gatherings like this are essential. They reaffirm our commitment to education, to openness, and to building bonds across borders and communities. As host, we hope that your time here will not only be fruitful in terms of planning and collaboration, but also inspiring. We invite you to explore the rich Jewish heritage of Barcelona, from the ancient Cal in the Górez Quarter to the vibrant life of our present-day community. May you feel the warmth of our hospitality and depth of our shared history. Once again, welcome to our city and welcome to our community. Thank you very much. Moltes gràcies. Toda rabà.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Brian. I would like to invite Silvia Leida, the president of the ATID Jewish community, to take the floor.
Thank you. Lo he perdido. Welcome to this event. Queridos amigos, colegas y apasionados del patrimonio judío, como presidenta de ATID, la comunidad judía más sortí de Cataluña, es un honor y un privilegio darles la bienvenida a Barcelona en esta reunión de organizadores y coordinadores de las Jornadas Europeas de la Cultura Judía 2025.
Dear friends, colleagues and lovers... Pardon, sorry. Dear friends, colleagues and lovers of Jewish heritage, as president of ATID, the Masorti Jewish community of Catalonia, it's an honor and a privilege to welcome you to Barcelona for this meeting of organizers and coordinators of the European Days of Jewish Culture 2025.
Me siento profundamente agradecida por la invitación para inaugurar este acto, que representa una oportunidad excepcional para compartir conocimientos, fortalecer alianzas y dar forma al futuro de este festival tan significativo.
I am deeply grateful for the invitation to open this event, which represents an exceptional opportunity to share knowledge, strengthen alliances, and shape the future of this meaningful festival.
Este año nuestro encuentro se llevará tendrá un tema central de gran profundidad y simbolismo: pueblo del libro. La historia judía es, en esencia, una historia de textos, aprendizaje y transmisión del conocimiento. A través A través del tiempo y los siglos, los libros han sido el vehículo que ha preservado nuestra identidad, ha sufrido nuestro pensamiento y ha servido como puente entre generaciones. Hoy nos reunimos aquí para reflexionar sobre esa herencia, explorar sus múltiples facetas y descubrir nuevas maneras de acercarla al público en cada rincón de Europa.
This year, our gathering focuses on a theme of great depth and symbolism. People of the book. Jewish history is at its core a history of text, learning, and the transmission of knowledge. Through centuries, books have been the vehicle that has preserved our identity, nourished our thinking, and served as a bridge between generations. Today, we come together to reflect on this heritage, explore its many facets, and discover new ways to bring it closer to the public across Europe.
Sin embargo, no podemos ignorar lo delicado del momento que atravesamos. Desde el 7 de octubre del 2023, el mundo ha sido testigo de un preocupante aumento del antisemitismo, mientras la guerra entre Hamás e Israel sigue sacudiendo a la región y la incertidumbre se extiende a muchos países. En tiempos de crisis, nuestra cultura, nuestra historia y nuestra comunidad se convierte en un faro de resiliencia. Más que nunca, es vital recordar que la unión nos hace más fuertes. La preservación y difusión de nuestro legado no es solo un acto de memoria, sino un compromiso con el futuro.
However, we cannot ignore the delicate moment we're experiencing. Since October 7, the world has witnessed a worrying rise in antisemitism, while the war between Hamas and Israel continues to shake the region, spreading uncertainty to many countries. In times of crisis, our culture, our history, and our community become beacons of resilience. More than ever, it is crucial to remember that unity makes us stronger. Preserving and sharing our heritage is not just an act of memory, but a commitment to the future.
A lo largo de estos 2 días tendremos el privilegio de escuchar a expertos, participar en debates y sumergirnos en talleres estratégicos que nos dotarán de herramientas esenciales para organizar eventos cada vez más enriquecedores y accesibles. Discutiremos temas clave como la comunicación, la marca y la planificación de festivales, al tiempo que exploramos estrategias innovadoras para involucrar a nuestras comunidades y garantizar la continuidad de nuestro legado cultural.
Over the next 2 days, we will have the privilege of listening to experts, engaging in discussions, and immersing ourselves in strategic workshops that will equip us with essential tools to organize increasingly enriching and accessible events. We will address key topics such as communication, branding, and festival planning, while we explore innovative strategies to engage our communities and ensure the continuity of our cultural legacy.
Pero este encuentro es más que una serie de conferencias y talleres. Es, ante todo, un espacio de conexión. Aquí en Barcelona tenemos la oportunidad de compartir experiencias, intercambiar ideas y aprender unos de otros. El patrimonio judío es un legado vivo que se enriquece con cada nueva perspectiva y cada nueva iniciativa. La colaboración que forjemos en estos días será el motor que impulse el éxito del EDJC 2025. Y nos permitirá seguir difundiendo nuestra herencia con orgullo y pasión.
But this gathering is more than just a series of conferences and workshops. It is above all a space for connection. Here in Barcelona, we have the opportunity to share experiences, exchange ideas, and learn from one another. Jewish heritage is a living legacy enriched by every new perspective and initiative. The collaboration we forge in these days will be the driving force behind the success of the European Days of Jewish Culture and will allow us to continue spreading our heritage with pride and passion.
Quiero agradecer a todos los organizadores, coordinadores y participantes por su dedicación y esfuerzo. Su compromiso es el alma de este festival y gracias a ustedes seguimos construyendo puentes entre culturas, promoviendo el diálogo y asegurando que la historia judía siga siendo parte del tejido cultural europeo.
I want to express my gratitude to all the organizers, coordinators, and participants for their dedication and efforts. Your commitment is the heart of this festival, and thanks to you, we continue building bridges between cultures, promoting dialogue, and ensuring that Jewish history remains an integral part of Europe's cultural fabric.
Les invito a aprovechar cada momento de esta reunión, a participar activamente y a inspirarse mutuamente. Estoy segura de que juntos lograremos hacer de esta edición de un evento memorable y significativo. Bienvenidos a Barcelona y a esta gran celebración de la cultura judía. Que este encuentro sea tan fructífero como inspirador. Muchas gracias.
I invite you to make the most of every moment of this meeting, to participate actively and to inspire one another. I am confident that together we will make this edition a memorable and meaningful event. Welcome to Barcelona and to this great celebration of Jewish culture. May this gathering be as fruitful as it is inspiring. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, Silvia, and thank you, Brian, and just to acknowledge that also for us, that we have our office in Barcelona, it's very special also to host this meeting and have with us people and communities that are very committed with Jewish culture, and I think that is something to highlight, so thanks for the work that you are doing. And last but not least, I would like to invite our General Secretary, Assumpció Hosta, former Director of the Patronat CAI de Girona. Assumpció, the floor is yours.
Els petits. Benvinguts, bon dia a tothom. Good morning to everyone and be very welcome. I see many familiar faces among you, as well as many I have yet not met, a fact that brings me joy and satisfaction. It is a sign that European Days of Jewish Culture program is working and progressing at a steady pace. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to those who have spoken before me for their words, but basically for their support in every aspect that have made today's meeting possible. I also wish to acknowledge our technical team, whom you all know, whose efficient work has brought us here. Beyond these well-deserved thanks for the work already accomplished, I want to express my appreciation to each of you for the intense efforts you undertake daily in your roles across the continent. Moreover, I thank you in advance for the work you will carry out during these 2 days in Barcelona, which we hope will be intense in cooperation, experiences, emotions, and fruitful for your daily task moving forward. As a founding member of this program and a member of the AEPJ board, I would like to briefly outline the historical background of this initiative. The program was born in 1999 during a congress held in the Musée d'Art et d'Histoire du Judaïsme à Paris. This event allowed us to share experiences related to the recovery and dissemination of Jewish heritage across Europe, inspired by the heritage experience done in Alsace, in France, in Italy, and here in Catalonia. Drawing inspiration from these heritage initiatives, we create the first European Day of Jewish Culture, today European Days of Jewish Cultures. Most importantly, in my personal opinion, the initiative not only unites isolated experiences from various cities, but also brought together associations and entities, Jewish or not, to work in cooperation toward a common goal. Allow me to extend my special greetings to Mr. César Fernández, President of the Red de Juderías de España, who is with us here today, and to his team, who were an essential support in our territory during the early years of the event. I also want to acknowledge the members of the AEPJ board present here, Dita, Uri, and company, thanking for their commitment and generous contribution to the organization. This initial experience, launched with very few resources and even less external support, has celebrated without interruption for 26 years, including during the pandemic. Not only has it endured, but it has grown exponentially, enriching itself with high cultural value contents and activities over the years. It has demonstrated that society can work interculturally, focusing on what unites us, rather than the current trend of emphasizing what is dividing us. Throughout this period, we have collectively learned to use the necessary tools to make Jewish heritage a shared legacy. An inseparable part of our history and a tangible testament of the passage of civilizations and cultures across Europe, which today seems to be looking less and less towards coexistence and peace. We have learned much, not only from the stones and the physical heritage, but also from the people, from all of you. And we hope to continue doing so in the years to come. The European Day of Jewish Culture program and the 2025 theme, The People of the Book, it is said in our web, honor the role of words in connecting us to the past, guiding us to the present, and inspiring us to imagine a more inclusive and understanding future. I sincerely hope that the effort you invest in participating in this meeting proves highly beneficial to your work. If time permits, I encourage you to take the time to explore Barcelona, but also to visit Girona, my hometown, my city, which has one of Spain's best preserved Jewish quarters. Since the focus today here is on all of you and your work, I won't prolong this further. On behalf of the AEPJ, I extend our deepest gratitude for your commitment and warmly welcome you to Catalonia. From now on, the floor is yours. Thank you.